Stop. Do not scroll past this. Look at me right now. You did not find this message by accident. Heaven aligned time itself to bring your weary eyes to my words, and my hand guided your spirit to this exact place. Give me just 1 minute of your life. Do not rush back into the noise of the world. Breathe. Let the world wait. I know your heart is tired. You have been running for so long. You pretend everything is fine. You smile for everyone around you. But in the quiet hours of the night, your soul is crying out for rest because the weight is simply too heavy. You have been carrying a heavy burden in secret. Nobody else knows the pain you feel. But I see you. I have always seen you. You are a silent survivor. You have built a strong wall around your heart. You think you must protect everyone else. You think you must be the strong one. But who holds you when you are breaking? And who listens to your silent tears when you have no strength left? You sit in the dark and wonder if anyone cares. I care. I have watched you struggle alone. I call this place in your heart the silent crypt. It is the hidden room where you bury your deepest wounds. You lock the door and throw away the key. You tell yourself that the pain will eventually fade, but the pain does not fade, and it only grows heavier with every passing day because you refuse to let anyone in. Today, I am standing outside that locked door. Let my voice find you in that dark place. Comment Amen right now if you feel my presence speaking to you. Do not be afraid to show your agreement. This is your first step toward release. You are not alone anymore. I want you to open your heart today, and my hand will break the heavy lock on your hidden pain. I know the exact nature of your secret pain. I know the words that were spoken to destroy your confidence. I know the betrayal that made you close your heart. You gave so much love to people who did not appreciate you. You poured your soul into empty hands, and now you are left with nothing but emptiness and regret. You feel hollow. You have fought so many battles in silence. You are a weary warrior. You have stood on the battlefield when everyone else fled. You guarded the family. You held the pieces of your broken home together, while your own dreams were slowly falling apart in the background. But you are running out of strength. Your knees are trembling under the weight. You want to surrender. You feel like I have been silent. You pray and hear nothing. You think I have abandoned you. But there is a secret you must know. The enemy has been trying to block our connection by creating a loud static, and he wants you to believe that I am not listening to your cries. His power ends today. No more distance. I did not create you to live in constant fear. I did not design your mind to carry such heavy anxiety. You were made to walk in my peace. Do you remember how it felt to be a child? You did not worry about tomorrow because you trusted my hand to guide you through every step of your day. That child is still alive inside you, but the child is buried under the dust. I saw you yesterday. You had to catch your breath because your chest felt so tight. You looked in the mirror and did not recognize your eyes. They looked so exhausted. You wondered if this is all there is to life, and you quietly asked me if you are destined to suffer forever. Let me answer that question clearly. Do not let the enemy convince you to turn away now. If you rush past this moment, you will continue to carry that crushing burden alone. You will miss the very breakthrough I have placed in your path. I have aligned this exact day to rescue your spirit. Listen closely, because the truth I speak will set you free from the chains of your yesterday, and my light will guide you home. We must walk together into the silent crypt of your heart. I know you are afraid to open it. You fear that if you let the pain out, it will consume you. You think you will drown in your own tears. But my healing is stronger than the flood of your sorrow, and my hand will hold you tight so you do not sink. I will not let you drown. You have always been the one who gives. You give your time. You give your money. You give your deepest affection. Yet, when you look around, you realize that nobody is giving back to you in your hour of greatest need. You feel completely used and discarded. You ask me why your kindness is always met with cruelty. I do not blame you for your bitterness. I understand why you want to shut the world out. But my child, do not let their coldness destroy my beautiful garden inside you. Your heart was designed to be soft. It was designed to carry my love to a broken world, and you cannot fulfill your destiny if you stay locked in your pain. Do not let them win. Come closer to me now. Let the walls crumble. You do not have to be strong in my presence. You can weep. You can show me your weakness, because my power is made perfect in the exact moment when you have nothing left. I do not look for your achievements. I look for your willingness. I want the real you. Your secret pain is the exact place where my healing begins. You have tried to hide it from me. You thought I only wanted your joy and your praises, but I am drawn to your brokenness. I stand beside those who are crushed in spirit, and my heart breaks for you every time you pretend to be okay. Your wounds are the doors through which my light will enter. I heard the cry you could not form into words. I counted the tears that fell on your pillow last night. The world thought you were sleeping, but you were wrestling with your past. You were wishing you could change the clock. You wanted to erase the mistakes of your youth, but you did not know that I was already working to turn those errors into your victory. You wanted to make different choices. I want you to release that regret. You did the best you could with your strength. The enemy wants you to stay trapped in your yesterday. He wants you to believe that your future is already ruined. But I am the God of new beginnings, and I am about to write a new chapter that will make the old pain look like a shadow. Your story is not finished yet. We are going to dismantle the heavy burden you have carried. We will look at the chains that have bound your family. I know you feel tired in your bones, but I am pouring my fresh wind into your lungs. Breathe in my peace, and let go of the need to control everything, because your struggle is finally coming to an end today. The battle is no longer yours. The battle is mine. But why did I choose this exact moment to speak to you? Why today and not last year? There is a divine reason for this alignment. I have watched you endure the silence for so long, and now the time of your waiting is coming to an end, because my hand is moving the mountains that stood in your way. Stay with me. I am about to reveal the secret behind your long delay. Your healing is not a distant dream. It is starting right now, in this very second. My voice is washing over your soul. You are beginning to feel a light warmth in your chest. That warmth is my spirit resting upon you, and it is a shield that will protect you from the storms of life. You are safe here. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I know how often you have rushed past moments like this. You tell yourself you have no time. You have jobs to do. You have bills to pay and people to please. But I am asking you to pause, and I want you to give me your full attention, because this is a sacred moment of connection. Do not let the world steal this encounter. This is your appointment with the divine. I see the loneliness that is settled deep inside you. You can be in a room full of laughing people and still feel invisible. You feel like a stranger in your own life. Nobody knows the real you. They only know the version of you that serves their needs. But I know the beauty of the soul I created in you. I know you by name. I know your true worth. Let my love saturate the dry ground of your soul. Let my grace wash away the dirt of your struggles. The heavy bags you have been carrying are too big. Drop them at my feet. Let me carry them for you, because you were never meant to walk this heavy road without my hand to support your steps. We are about to step into the deeper places. The healing truly begins now. Breathe slowly with me now, my beloved child. We are stepping away from the rush of the world, and we are entering the quiet sanctuary of my presence. I saw you when you walked through the door of your house today. You dropped your keys. You let out a deep sigh that no one else heard, because you did not want anyone to know how exhausted you truly are. You are so good at hiding your wounds. You wear your strength like a heavy coat of armor, and you walk through the crowded streets with a brave smile on your face. But I see the tightness in your shoulders, and I feel the silent ache that is sitting deep inside your bones. You cannot hide from me. I know every shadow in your heart. I want you to think about last night. I watched you lay awake on your bed, and you watched the shadows move across your ceiling. Your mind was racing with 1,000 questions about your future, and you felt an overwhelming sense of dread. You asked yourself how much longer you can keep fighting, but there was only silence in the room. Let me touch that silent ache. I saw you when you turned your face into your pillow so that your family would not hear you weeping. You felt so ashamed of your weakness, because you believed that you must always be the pillar of strength. But I did not build you to be made of stone. I designed you with a tender heart. You have carried the weight of your family for so many years. You have been the one who solves every problem, and you have been the one who absorbs every blow. But my child, your vessel is full to the brim. You cannot carry one more drop of sorrow without spilling over, and that is why I have brought you to this moment of absolute stillness. Tell me, my child, why do you keep waking up at exactly 3 o'clock in the morning? It is not a random coincidence. You open your eyes in the dark, and you feel a strange sensation of tightness right in the center of your chest. Your heart is beating fast. You feel a deep restlessness that you cannot explain with words. You check your phone. The house is completely dark and silent. You feel a strange sense of isolation, as if you are the only person left alive on this heavy earth. You tell yourself that it is just anxiety, or perhaps it is just the stress of your daily life. But there is a much deeper mystery behind this midnight wakefulness. The enemy wants you to believe that this restlessness is a sign of your failing mental health. He wants you to think that your mind is breaking under the pressure, and he whispers lies into that midnight quietness to make you feel abandoned. But his lies are about to be exposed. I am about to show you what is actually happening. Listen to my whisper. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because that is the exact hour when the veil between my realm and your world is the thinnest. The noise of the earth has finally died down. The voices of people are silent. The distractions of your daily routine are completely gone, and your spirit is finally able to feel me. That restlessness, that tightness in your chest, is not anxiety. It is your spirit reacting to my touch in the dark. I am calling your name in those silent hours. I am attempting to reach the deepest part of your soul before the chaotic noise of the morning begins to crowd me out. I woke you up so we could speak without any interference. Every time you woke up at that hour, I was standing right beside your bed. I watched you search your phone for comfort. I watched you sigh in the darkness. I wanted you to put the phone down, and I wanted you to lift your eyes to my face. I was waiting for you to say, "Speak to me, Father, because your child is listening." Let me write my truth upon your heart. I was there when you stood in your kitchen last week, and you looked at the bills on your table with absolute terror. You felt so small and helpless. You wondered how you would survive the coming month, but you did not know that I was already arranging the provision you need. I saw your fear. I was there when your friend turned their back on you. I saw the look of cold indifference in their eyes when you needed them the most. You had given them your absolute loyalty, and they repaid your kindness with a cruel betrayal that left you shivering in the cold. I felt that knife in your back, because what hurts you hurts me too. I saw you when you sat in your car in the parking lot. You could not bring yourself to go inside your house because you did not have the energy to pretend to be happy. You leaned your head against the steering wheel, and you let your tears flow freely in the dark. You felt so incredibly alone, but I was sitting in the passenger seat beside you. You have spent your entire life trying to prove your worth to people who do not have the capacity to see your value. You have shrunk your personality to fit into rooms that were never designed to hold my masterpiece. You have accepted the crumbs of their affection, but I am here to tell you that you are an heir to my kingdom. Do you feel a gentle warmth starting to stir inside your chest right now? That is my healing starting to move through your wounds. It is like a soft oil being poured over a deep cut. You do not have to fight the tears anymore. Let them fall. Your tears are my holy water, and they are washing away the poison of your past. I did not bring you through the wilderness to let you die of thirst. Every hard path you have walked has been a holy preparation. You think you are broken, but you are actually being remade. A seed must split open in the dark soil before it can grow into a beautiful tree. And your secret pain is the exact place where my life is breaking through. I saw you when you tried to pray. You opened your mouth, but no words came out. You were too exhausted to speak. You just sat there in the silence, and you felt like your prayers were hitting a solid brass ceiling. You felt like your cries were vanishing into the cold air. But my child, I do not need your perfect paragraphs. I heard the prayer of your sigh. I understood the language of your silence. Every groan of your weary spirit was a direct message to my throne, and I counted every one of them. I did not ignore a single cry. I was simply holding the answer until the exact moment when it would bring the greatest glory to your life. I am the God who sees you. I am not like the people who only love you when you are useful to them. I do not value you because of what you can produce. I love you because you are mine. You are my chosen child, and I am the safe refuge where you can finally lay down your heavy shield and rest your tired head. My child, I need you to hear my voice clearly now. The long silence you have experienced is not my absence. The enemy has been filling the space between us with a constant static, a heavy noise so loud that my provisions and my guidance have been invisible to you, even when they were sitting right on your path. I have not abandoned you in this dark valley. I have been preparing a great rescue for your soul, and I have quietly guided wise minds to bring you an instrument of restoration. I will show you exactly what this provision is before this message ends. But first, my beloved child, we must understand what was done to block it. We must understand why the connection felt so broken, and how easily my hand can restore it. Do not let the enemy convince you to turn away now. This is the moment your restoration begins. Breathe in my peace, and let your spirit settle into the absolute certainty of my eternal love. I am with you. I know you are still carrying the fear of tomorrow. You are wondering if this peaceful feeling will vanish the moment this message ends. You are afraid that the heavy noise of the world will rush back in and drown out my whisper once again. But I am placing my permanent seal of protection over your heart today. The enemy can no longer steal the peace I am releasing over you. You have been a prisoner to your secret pain for far too long, but the doors of your prison are trembling right now under my command. I am shifting the atmosphere around your life, and the heavy chains of yesterday are beginning to slide off your tired shoulders. Let the old burden fall to the ground. You do not have to carry it for another mile. I am taking the weight from your hands, and I am placing my light burden upon your spirit. Trust me with your deepest wounds. Trust me with your silent tears. I am the God who heals, and my work in your life has officially begun. Before we go any deeper, I need to speak to the silent doubt sitting quietly in the back of your tired heart. I know exactly what you are thinking right now, my child. You are thinking that you have heard words like these before. You have prayed with all your strength, and you have believed, but still the answer did not come. Why would this time be different? You are wondering if I have forgotten your name again. This quiet question does not anger me. It only tells me how long you have been faithful in the dark. It shows me the depth of your endurance. But you must hear my truth today. My silence in those hard years was never my absence. There were doors I had to hold shut because a yes in that season would have broken your spirit. I was not ignoring your tears. I was actually protecting you from a trap you could not see. I was being careful with a life I love. Do not let the heavy memory of the waiting close your heart to what I am about to do now. Think of the woman named Hannah in my holy word. She walked through a long season of barrenness, and her heart was filled with a deep grief. Her rival mocked her every single day. She carried a secret pain that nobody else could understand. She felt completely alone in her struggle, yet she kept coming back to my house. One evening her pain was so great that she could only pray in silence. She sat in the temple and poured out her broken soul. Her lips moved without making a single sound. The priest Eli watched her from a distance, and he believed she was drunk. He judged her harshly because he did not know the heavy burden she carried. Eli did not see her heart, but I did. I heard every silent word that fell from her trembling lips, and I counted her secret tears. My child, your silent prayers are also landing in my hands. I hear the quiet words you whisper when no one is around, and I am already counting what I am about to pour back into your arms. You are just like Hannah. The people around you look at your silence and they think you are fine. They do not see the invisible tears you cry. They judge you because they do not understand the spiritual battle you are fighting. But my eyes are always on you. Your silent endurance is proof of your character. But why do you continue to carry this heavy burden? Let me show you the true cause of your secret pain. I have seen you lie awake at 3 in the morning. You replay your old conversations in your mind. You search for the one thing you said wrong, and you wonder why you are never good enough for them. I have watched you accomplish something wonderful. You win a hard battle, and you feel absolutely nothing. Your eyes immediately go to what is still undone. You tell yourself that you are just a perfectionist. You call it having high standards, but that is not the truth. I will not let you keep believing that lie. Here is the hidden mechanism of your pain. Long ago, in the early chapters of your story, you learned that love had to be earned. You believed you were only safe when you were achieving. You thought you were only valuable when you were useful to others. I call this the earning wound. It is not your character. It is a deep scar. You have carried this scar into your adulthood, and it has made you a slave to the opinions of people. All those times you thought you were lazy when you wanted to rest. You were not lazy. You were simply fighting a false belief that told you rest had to be earned. You were guarding a wound, and you did not know how to heal it. But you cannot heal a spiritual wound with more earthly effort. You cannot solve a spiritual battle with more physical striving. That is why your strength has failed you. Your exhaustion is my holy warning. It is my way of stopping you before you destroy your own spirit. It is time to let my hand take the wheel. So today, I am taking that false belief from your heart. The next time you finish a hard day and feel that heavy emptiness, I want you to stop. Place your hand over your chest and hear me say, you were loved before you ever achieved anything. Receive my grace. You do not have to earn what I freely give to my children. Do you feel the heaviness starting to lift? The peace I am offering is not a temporary feeling. It is a permanent shift in your reality. But to walk in this peace, you must learn to clear the noise. When I designed the human mind, I placed a sacred frequency at its center. I designed it for deep connection. Scientists who have spent their lives studying the brain have finally found this signal. They call it the gamma brainwave. It ran in you as a child without any effort or discipline. It is the reason why children learn so quickly. It is why they trust so purely, and why they live so completely in the present moment. I designed your brain to hum at that exact signal from the very beginning. When I said, unless you become like little children, I was not speaking only of your spirit. I was speaking of the very physical frequency I placed in your mind. But the enemy used the constant stress of modern life to suppress that holy signal. He filled your mind with the noise of survival. He made you worry about tomorrow so you could not hear my voice today. But I have prepared a way of escape. I have guided wise minds to work with sound the way I designed it. They built a frequency that clears the static and returns the childlike signal to your brain. You do not have to work for this restoration. You do not have to earn it with more discipline. You simply surrender for 7 minutes and allow my design to restore what was taken from you. I am going to show you exactly where to find this provision before we finish. Stay with me, for the shift is happening. Now, my beloved child, let my voice shift the atmosphere around you. I have seen you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I have held you in my arms while you wept in the dark, but I did not bring you this far to let you settle for a life of quiet desperation. The time of your weeping is over. Hear me declare your freedom today. I am stepping into your situation with absolute authority. The enemy thought he had locked you in a permanent cage of sorrow. He believed that your secret pain would eventually consume your faith. But he does not know my power. He does not know what I have planned for you. Every closed door that made you cry was my divine protection. Every person who walked away from your life was my way of pruning what was holding you back. I was removing the weeds so that the beautiful seed I planted in you could finally grow. You thought you were being punished, but you were actually being preserved. I am about to do a new thing in your life. It is not a gradual change. It is a sudden shift that will make the old pain look like a distant dream. I am opening the windows of heaven over your situation. I am releasing a fresh wind of hope into your lungs. Lift your head. Your redemption is drawing near. If you choose to trust me today, I want you to make a declaration of faith. Comment, I trust your timing right now. Let this be your physical agreement with my spiritual work. Do not let fear whisper that it is too late for you. It is never too late for the God of the resurrection to bring your dead dreams back to life. I have recorded every prayer you ever whispered. I have saved every tear you ever cried in my bottle. Not a single moment of your waiting was wasted. I was using the silence to build a depth of character in you that will sustain the massive blessing I am about to release. You are stronger than you think. The walls of your secret pain are beginning to crumble. You are starting to see the first light of a new dawn. I have shown you the origin of your burden, and I have revealed the divine mechanism of my healing. Now, prepare your heart for the climax of your delivery. The best part of your journey is just ahead. My beloved child, the hour of your deliverance has finally arrived. I declare that the heavy chains of your yesterday are breaking right now at my command. The walls of your silent crypt are crumbling into dust, and the dark prison of your secret pain is opening to let my glorious light flood in. You have carried this crushing weight for far too long, but my hands are stripping the authority of every negative voice that told you that your dreams had expired. You are no longer the one who must survive in silence. I am raising you up to be the one through whom others find their way out of the darkness. And the long wilderness season that has exhausted your spirit is closing right now. Not gradually, but it is closing this very second. What is coming behind it is not just temporary relief, but it is a complete and glorious reversal of everything you have lost. Stand up and look at me. Your tears have become the holy seeds of a massive spiritual harvest, and I am rewriting your story with the golden ink of my grace. The enemy targeted your mind because he was terrified of the great destiny I placed in your spirit, and he wanted to destroy your light before you could realize your true authority. But he has lost, and his power over your family is broken today. You have fought in the shadows for many years. You watched your parents struggle under the exact same patterns of lack, and you wondered if you were destined to repeat their painful mistakes. You thought the family chain was too strong to be broken, but I chose you to be my mighty cycle breaker. The generational ceiling that has kept your family in the dark is trembling at my powerful voice today. Let me show you who you are becoming. Picture a quiet morning 6 months from now, when you wake up before your alarm goes off. You open your eyes, and for the first time in many years, there is no heavy knot of anxiety waiting for you in your stomach. You lie there in the soft stillness of the early light, and you notice that something is completely different about your mind. The constant noise of worry has simply vanished. Your very first thought of the day is not fear, but it is a quiet and beautiful question of what good thing I have prepared for you to enjoy. You take a slow breath, and you feel the pure air go all the way down into your chest because there is no more tightness holding you back. You are finally at peace, and you feel my presence surrounding your bed. That version of you is not a wild fantasy, my child. That person already exists in my spiritual realm, and they are not years of struggle or effort away from your current life. They are standing right on the other side of one simple decision to surrender, and the only real gap between you and them is permission. It is the moment you finally stop trying to carry everything on your own, and the bridge to your beautiful future is not more painful effort. It is the exact opposite, because it is the moment you finally believe that you are fully loved before you ever earn a single thing. Stop striving. Start receiving. That is the whole distance between your secret pain and my complete healing, and I have placed the pathway right before your feet today. To help you walk across this bridge and sustain this deep peace, I have provided a holy instrument for your journey. Because I see your deep weariness, I have guided wise minds to discover a way to clear the noise of the enemy from your brain, so that my voice can become clear to you once again. Do not ignore the earthly tools I place on your path today. I work wonderful miracles, but I also provide your daily bread. This instrument is my divine provision for your restoration, and it is a gift I have aligned to clear the heavy static of your mind. I have gifted humanity the wisdom to unlock what I placed within sound, and wise men and women spent many years in deep research without knowing it was my hand directing their curiosity. I quietly guided Dr. Robert Lake, a dedicated servant of healing science with 34 years of clinical experience in New York City, to study the exact frequency of the human mind. Wise institutions I allowed to confirm. My design, including Princeton University, and Columbia University, found that my holy signal matches the childlike mind I spoke of in Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. And I want to show you what I did for two of my beloved children who stood exactly where you are standing today. I saw my daughter Rachel in California, who had searched for mental peace for many years through every method she could find, but her mind was still filled with static. Only 2 weeks after she received this sound provision, her entire marriage was transformed, and she found pure peace. And for others, my spirit moved differently. I saw my son Michael in Dallas, who came to this provision because his business was failing, and the heavy worry was stealing his sleep every night. 2 months after receiving this gift, his mind was so transformed that his business grew enough to leave his hard job, and difficult problems solved themselves while he rested in my presence. Over 18,000 of my children have already received this holy restoration before you arrive today. They call this instrument the Genius Song. It is not a generic track you can find on music streaming platforms, because those are empty imitations that carry none of the healing frequencies I designed. It is a precise digital audio track that will be emailed to you immediately. It only requires 7 minutes of complete surrender every day. You simply put on your headphones, close your eyes, and rest in my quiet presence, while the sound clears the enemy's noise from your mind. It reactivates the sacred channel through which your prayers are answered, and it returns your brain to the peaceful state of a little child. You do not need any special training. You do not need any spiritual effort because my frequency does all the work for you. This special provision is not for those who are merely curious. It is for you, my weary warrior, who has been carrying the pattern of generational lack and secret pain for far too long. 2. My child who has already tried everything and feels embarrassed to hope once more. Hear my voice today. What failed you before required your own painful discipline. But this tool requires none of your strength because it operates entirely on my divine design. Earthly experts charge hundreds of dollars for single sessions that attempt to reach this state, and the clinical equipment that researchers use costs thousands of dollars. But I do not call you to enter expensive clinics. I have placed this provision within reach for a small earthly exchange, which is the size of a mustard seed of investment for the massive harvest I have prepared for you. And as additional gifts I have aligned for your journey, you will also receive 4 bonus provisions. You will receive the Genius Child track for your children's focus, and the original prosperity text. You will also receive a guided visualization from a trusted voice and a daily habits guide to sustain your restored signal. These are my gifts of grace to ensure your entire family is blessed. Where I place my truth, the enemy always places his false imitations. Do not wander into unverified paths on streaming platforms, because they will only steal your focus and your peace. Trust only the official provision I have placed below, and walk forward without any fear, because your step of faith requires no worldly risk. You are completely protected by my steadfast guarantee for 60 days, and if the restoration does not come, every earthly penny is returned to you in full. Take this step of obedience today. Embrace the provision I have placed for you. The path is waiting in the pinned comment below and in the description. This is your invitation to leave the heavy burden behind. Now, my child, let go of the noise of decision. Set aside your worries, and let my voice return to your spirit as we prepare to close this sacred moment of healing. The restoration you have been waiting for is finally in your hands. Now, my child, set aside the noise of decision for a moment. I have shown you what I placed on your path. Whether you step forward now or later, you are still my beloved child, and there is so much more I want to speak over your life before this message closes. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe. I am still here beside you. Let the silence wash over your active mind. You do not have to figure out everything today. The future is safe in my hands, because I have already walked into your tomorrow and prepared every single step for your feet. You can let go of the control. You can release the fear of making the wrong choice. My spirit is guiding you. Let your shoulders relax completely. Let your clenching fists open slowly right now. Imagine yourself holding all your worries like a heavy bag of stones, and imagine placing that heavy bag gently at my feet. You do not have to carry them anymore. They are mine now. I am taking the weight. You are free. I want to seal your heart with my eternal peace today. The enemy will try to bring back the old thoughts of worry, and he will tell you that nothing has changed to make you pick up the heavy stones you just dropped. Do not listen to his lies. Walk forward in my strength. You are safe under my wings. You have spent years trying to please everyone. You have worried about their constant judgment. You have lived under the heavy expectations of other people, and you have forgotten that your only job is to be my beloved child. Today, I am releasing you from that dark prison. You do not need their validation. My love is enough. Let us make a covenant of peace today. I am a vessel fully restored to receive what you prepared. Write these words on the tablet of your heart. I carry the frequency you placed in me from the beginning. The noise of the enemy no longer has dominion over my mind. I receive my healing and peace. You are my carefully formed masterpiece. I did not design you to be broken by the heavy trials of this life. Every pain you have suffered was a divine tool to shape your spirit, and I am about to show the world the beauty of the vessel I have created. Lift your eyes to my face. The dawn is breaking. I saw the tears you cried last week. I saw the moments you wanted to give up. I watched you struggle when nobody else was looking, and I was counting every single heartbeat of your secret pain. Not a single tear was wasted. I have saved them all in my bottle. I am turning them into strength. Your secret pain is where my healing begins. Do not hide your wounds from me anymore. I do not look for your achievements. I look for your broken spirit because my power is made perfect in the exact moment when you have nothing left to give. Show me your scars today. I will turn them into gold. I want you to experience my deep rest now. This is not like the shallow sleep of the world. It is a holy stillness that penetrates deep into your bones, and it restores the energy that the enemy stole from your spirit during the long battle. Lie down in my green pastures today. I will guard your soul. Let my grace cover your past mistakes. You have been carrying the heavy guilt of your youth. You think you have failed me because you stumbled along the way, but my mercy is new every morning, and my love does not depend on your perfect performance. You are completely forgiven. Let the guilt go now. I am shifting your financial atmosphere today. I saw the stress of your daily bills. I saw the fear in your eyes when you looked at your empty account. I am opening the windows of heaven to pour out a massive blessing that you cannot even contain. Walk in my abundance today. I am your true provider. I am healing your broken relationships. I saw the coldness of those who abandoned you. I saw the cruel words that were spoken to pierce your heart, and I am stepping into that empty space to heal the deep rejection you felt. I will restore what was taken. I will bring the right people into your life. Do not let the enemy make you look back. He wants you to focus on the Red Sea behind you. He wants you to forget the dry path I have placed before your feet. Keep your eyes on me today. Walk straight ahead without any fear. I am the God who makes a way in the dry wilderness. Your path is secure. You are a cycle breaker in your family. The pattern of struggle ends with you today. The heavy chain of failure that has bound your ancestors for generations is completely shattered today because my blood has set you free. You are walking into a new legacy now. Your children will walk in my rich blessings. I want you to declare my victory over your life. Speak to the big mountains in my name. Do not tell me how loud your storm is, but speak to the storm and tell it how big your God is today. I have given you the keys of the kingdom. Use your authority. Walk in my power. The battle is won. We are closing the chapter of your secret pain today. The heavy book of your yesterday is officially finished. I am opening a blank white page for your tomorrow, and my finger is writing a beautiful story of joy, victory, and peace. Do not fear the unknown. I am already standing in your future. Trust me, I will never leave you nor forsake you. That is my eternal promise to your soul. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The waters of trial will not overflow your spirit because My mighty hand is holding you tight. You are my precious child. I have engraved your name on my palms forever. Now, my child, let your heart rest in this perfect alignment today. Do not rush back into the busy routine of your day. Take my peace with you. It is a heavy shield that will guard your mind from the fiery darts of the enemy. You are safe. You are completely healed. The work is finished. Do not let this holy message pass without your response. If your spirit has heard my voice today, like this video right now, it is a simple act of agreement between your heart and mine. Subscribe to this channel today and turn on the notification bell to stay connected to my daily guidance. Walk with me. You are my chosen light bearer. I have healed your heart so you can heal others. There are 3 precious souls in your life who are currently drowning in their own secret pain, and I want you to share this message with them today. Be my hands. Be my feet. Carry my hope to their broken hearts now. Write your agreement in the comments below. Let the world know that you are no longer a slave to fear. Your words have real power. When you declare, "My goodness," in public, the enemy must flee from your presence. Comment "Amen" right now to seal this holy blessing upon your spirit. Do not hesitate. I am blessing your going out and your coming in today. I am blessing the work of your hands. The doors that were shut against you are opening right now, and the path of your destiny is completely clear. Walk forward with a light heart. The storm is finally past. My peace remains with you. I am blessing your physical vessel today. I am speaking healing over your tired eyes. I am speaking strength into your weak knees, and I am releasing the tension that has kept your neck and your back so stiff for years. Feel my warmth flowing from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Rest. I am blessing your home today. I am driving away the spirit of discord and argument from your house. I am placing my angels at your front door, and they will guard your family from the visible and invisible traps of the enemy. Peace is entering your living room. Joy is filling your kitchen. The shadow has no more power over your dwelling. You have walked through the valley, and you have found my altar of grace. Do not let the small worries of the world drag you back into the dark pool of anxiety. Remember my words to you. Keep your mind anchored on my promises. Breathe in my fresh wind one final time now. Let your busy mind become completely quiet. The heavy burden is finally gone. The restoration has officially begun. I am with you always, even to the very end of this chaotic earth. Go in, my absolute peace. Be still. Know that I am God.